Alright, so you've learned how to do the basics. Let's get into that all-important question that I've been searching for, that other people have been searching for, nobody's got an answer to because everybody just uses Adobe Illustrator for this, apparently. And all the people who do all sorts of vectors and amazing flash work don't even mention how this is done. So, I'm going to take a simple tool. I'm going to take, by holding down on the rectangle tool, I'm going to change it to an oval. Oh look, we got an oval! Let me change the color so it's all red, and give it no stroke. So we don't want to die. We don't want for our shapes to have strokes. In fact, let me change it. Let's go blue. Screw it. So, we got a blue shape. That doesn't seem special. However, inside the shape you have a whole lot more little things that you can mess with. Let's take a line. Let's make this line... Actually, let's scoop this down first. Use the main selection tool so you can scoop things over and about. And then take the line tool. I'm going to set the thickness to 5 because I can. Mind you, this is going to be pretty big. That little dinky line does not lie. Okay, yeah, it kind of does. So, 20. But when you're doing smaller vectors, it shows up a lot different. Oh, look. I'm going to fill it in right there. That kind of looks like the Jack-in-the-Box guy. But I'm going to do this. This is the question I wanted to know for a long, long time. How in the heck do you make these things sharp? It's super simple. Select everything. Modify. You go to shape. And then you go convert lines to fills. Voila. Delete the points you don't need. Come on down here, and there's practically nothing I don't need, I think. Show frame. Whoa! Look at that! You have yourself a Flash character thing. Looks like you could use it in a game, just add a stroke. Or even if you don't even want to do that, you don't have to. Or you can do what I do. Go into a separate layer. And yes, I suggest naming them, so I'm going to call this Blue Dude, spelled wrong, and Outline, spelled wrong. So I'm going to turn the outline into a red color, dark red. Yes, I'm still using those same techniques I showed you before. Even if it's not 100% correct, you can always go back and do it later. And note, when you lock the layer, you can't edit on it, so I can't do jack on this. I can't. My point exactly. So, now I'm going to take this, remove all the unnecessary points. The reason I make all these points in the first place is because it's a lot easier to just delete them later than it is to do that. But that's stupidly easy either, as well. I can't speak. Yes, I can. So, now I'm going to take this, turn this into a diamond again, making sure the edges get kind of close, but still keeping a good distance. And this one goes down here somewhere. Right there. That can go right there. This one here. And let's zoom into 100% so we can get a better look at things. So now I'm going to make the shape. Just remember that every point adds, it's almost additive in the way that it works. If you know anything about synthesis, you know what I'm talking about. And let me just Scooch that over. Scooch that over. Scooch that up. Oh look, it's outlined. Now what do we do? Well, we got some options. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna go select all, shape, convert lines to fills, which, oh, I have to select that. Forgot. I always forget! You gotta use the selection tool, otherwise it doesn't work. It's kind of important, and I completely forgot about it. So, now it's all selected. Now it's nothing but points. Let's adjust this. So, zoom in 400. Yes, you're going to be zooming in a whole lot, so don't expect for it to be stupidly simple. And there it is, a sharp point. Zoom out to 100. As you can see, everything looks great. Unlock the other layer. I'm going to go to show frame because I made it big. Select all. And now what I'm going to do is something completely different. I'm going to use the standard selection tool, right click, convert to symbol. I'm going to call this guy needle head. Done. So now he's in our library as a graphic and we can move him around on one layer. So we can delete this layer. It's unimportant. So this is our now pointy hat dude. So there he is, he's all happy, yeah. And now you can animate him. Because if you go, let's go to frame 1, which we're already on. Let's just have him zoom by. Not super fast, but not super slow either. Let's have him go over the course of 1 second, or 24 frames. So on frame 24, I'm gonna hit F6. Yeah, F6, which creates the same frame, but it just, instead of it just being the same frame, it actually makes it so that way the entire thing goes to a different one. So as you can see, it's like, it doesn't even cross the middle. It's supposed to cross the middle because this is the stage. In fact, let me make the stage different color. Let's make it black. Now you can see it doesn't even go into the stage at all. It just goes to the sides. So I'm gonna select everything. Right click, create classic tween. Shoop, shoop, shoop. As you can see, now he goes in. But what if we wanted for it to be longer? Control Z, Control C, and Control Z. Well, at least for me. So, let's take this frame, bring it out to frame 80. We can apply the same thing, but we can do this as well. We can have him ease into the middle. So, let's convert this. Actually, I'm going to hit F. I'm going to select this one frame, hit F6, or is it F7? I can't remember. I can't see my keyboard. F6. So, by hitting F6, what I've done is I've made this editable. How? It's not something for editing, is it? Well, it is. I'm going to select all the frames. Right click, classic tween. This one, ease in, which is negative 100. And out here, ease out at 100. So now it just doesn't go right across the screen like it's already moving. It starts moving.
In the music, I found love for my soul.
And if we take this middle frame, make this into the middle of the screen.
I found love for my soul. I found love in the music.
You can see it just easing in now.
For my soul.
Takes more frames here than it does over here.
In the music, I found love.
So it kind of follows you. It's like, ooh, gotcha.
In the music, I found love.
Okay, anyways, I'm forcing around.
I found love.
So yeah, now you have a working, quick animation. And this is all it takes. Now you have to do this for about 100 layers. No, I'm just joshing with it. So, serious thing though. To do animation, there are a lot of layers. You have one for each separate eye, unless you have them combined into one, because you know they're only going to move one eye at a time. Then sometimes inside the little animation, you can have another animation going, like a simple something. Let's find something. Let's go to frame 15. Let's keyframe that. We'll keyframe that. So here there's nothing. Here there's going to be something. Let's just put a circle in there. Let's make it a little shorter by making it only 3 frames long. So I'm going to remove this. Actually, it's only going to be 2 frames long. We'll have a strobe effect. Remove frame. Select from there to there. Remove frame. And now you have a strobing, just on and off blinking light. So when you play the animation back, it's going to be there. So let me go back to show frame. On every frame, it blinks. I know it may not show up properly in the video, but believe me, it does. And you can adjust the frames per second. 25 is the standard for animation, or 24, depending on what you prefer. I prefer 25 because it looks a little bit smoother, and if you put it into something like Sony Vegas, it compresses it nicely when you go down to 24. So that way you can get a really, really nice looking motion blur with a flashy thing. And that's pretty much it. That's how you do animation and vectoring in the most simplistic way. The rest of it is up to you. So that concludes the tiny video series. Done! Or is it?